What's up, Alert Squad? It's your boy Alert back at you again with another video. Y'all already know what time it is, man. We about to go into my defense at Ebook. Now defense on this Madden is hard to do, just letting y'all know. So this will help you get better at defense, but defense is pretty tough on this game. Now if you haven't already, go check out my offensive ebook. That will change your life on Madden forever for this whole year. That will make you become an average player to a great player. So if you haven't checked that out, go ahead and go check that out. But we about to get straight into the video. So the first formation that we are actually going to take a look at is actually going to be cover 2 man. Now cover 2 man, I kind of just run this standard. I'm going to just go against a random deep pass for you guys, and we are just going to leave it just like this. And all I simply do, I put him purple route, and what I like to do is quarterback contain. So it's kind of a coverage play, and what you do, you kind of just watch the running back, and if the running back doesn't go out, you kind of just use it middle of the field. So we'll let this play out. So as you can see, the running back came out the backfield, and I didn't get to my assignment, but the purple was out there, so that helped. But this is a pretty decent coverage play, if I'm being honest with you guys. I like to send him out just like that. Sometimes I spy him actually, and I play to the outside, and what I do, I actually just use the middle of the field. So your responsibility is just the middle of the field since you play outside. As you can see, we got all this stuff coming across the middle, pretty locked up. Jaceki did, he got a little bit of separation because he got bumped a little bit, one of my players. So we're going to play to the outside and just do the same thing. You can move him around. You can leave him there to kind of throw your opponent off. But I kind of like moving in the center just so I can kind of get in the best position to use her. So all you want to do, you just want to use it in the middle. But the computer is .NET. So on practice mode, it's kind of hard to show you guys how effective these plays are. But if you check them out against your opponent, so we're going to do the same adjustments. You just use one of the running backs. You want to have a purple out there. And then you just want to use one of the running backs and kind of just like that. It has some pretty decent coverage. Now we're going to go ahead and get into the cover 2 really quick. The cover 2 is actually a pretty decent blitz that you guys can use. It's pretty solid. It's the pinch 2, which you can't see the play art here, but I'll show you once we get out on the field for you guys. So we're just going to run a random deep pass here. So what you want to do with this play, you just want to baseline just like this. I like to press. And for cover 2, if you're running this, I like to set my zone drops to at least 15 yards if I'm running this a lot. But I like having my zone drops, my flats on 10, and I like having my curl flats on 15 to 20, maybe even deeper. You just kind of got to fill out your opponent and how deeper routes they're using and stuff. But you set it up just like this. All you got to do is just stay right here for a split second, and most of the time you'll get decent pressure to come in. As you can see, we got some pretty decent pressure there. Nothing too crazy. This is kind of one of those plays that kind of throw your opponent off. Because you kind of play a lot of coverage. That's kind of how I play my scheme. I kind of play a lot of coverage, and then I kind of just send this out at my opponent randomly. So you just base a line and press. You just kind of try to hover there for a second. Then you just use it in the middle. As you can see, we're locking things up pretty decently. Now I'm going to show it to you guys one more time. Base a line, press. Try to hover right here as long as possible just to make sure that pressure gets in how it needs to get in. So I'm gonna just hover there for a second, kind of engage a little bit. So we take that user away, and we may have a pick. So yeah, we do have a pick. Okay, now we fit to hop into the next play that I like out of this formation as well. Now the reason I like this formation so much, you guys, because everything in the 2-4-5 odd, I don't know if y'all realize that, everything literally looks the same out of this formation. They can't tell if you're playing man. They can't tell if you're playing zone. It's just a good mixture overall, to be honest. Now we're finna hop into cover 4 drop. Now cover 4 drop, there are beaters for cover 4 drop, so you guys be careful if your opponent tries to hit you with one, because there are some money play guys out there that know some things. So we're just gonna go to random deep pass. Now, what I like to do with cover 4, I like to base a line. Now I don't press. I usually leave it stock, and depending on what my opponent does, I'll adjust. But what I like to do, I actually like to man this linebacker here. up to a receiver, like this slot guy right here, then my responsibility is just going to be the middle of the field, and I'm going to try to hold that off. But that's usually what I do out of the cover 4. I man up one of the receivers, and then I just use it in the middle of the field. So I'm gonna go ahead and just use it in the middle of the field. As you can see, we took everything away except the flats. Now that is a weak point of the cover 4, that they throw a short read on you. But cover 4 is kind of one of those conservative plays. Like right now, I would honestly man up X just because he is a receiver. And what I like to do, like I was saying, is just use it in the middle of the field. Now with the cover 4 drop, your opponent can throw flat routes against it, so you may have to adjust and make flats. But I suggest just maybe going to like one of my other plays I'm going to be showing you, or you can use the cover 2 as well. But you can make adjustments and just make your curl flats into flats. But yeah, the weakness of this cover 4 drop is mainly the flats. And if you're running into somebody that knows how to do a cover 4 beater, just be careful and be wary of that. So we're just gonna use her. You take away the middle. As you can see, the running back got open because nobody is on the running back. Now also, this is also a good example here. Now the cover 4 drop, let's say your opponent loves to throw to his running back, which this time they're actually in the empty set, so I just man them up. All you gotta do, that guy that I manned up, just man him up to the running back, and I simply stop that completely. Or you can just do flats if the guy's running a lot of flat routes and stuff like that. So you basically gotta adjust. Like I'm showing you these defensive tips, but you really have to adjust. You gotta be able to know where to set your zone drops and everything. Like I was saying, I like putting my flats at 10 and putting my curls at 15 or over. So those kind of work the best for me personally. But you kind of just have to kind of work around it a little bit and see how your opponent is playing. It's all about adjusting. But you guys, I would tell you that the zone dubs mean so much in this game. I can't really show you in practice mode, unfortunately, because they don't have that. But I'm going to show you some other defenses out of this 2-4-5 odd. So we're going to get into that as well. I also just like running this standard Tampa 2. So we're just going to go and get some random deep pass. So what you want to do, you want baseline. You want to put this guy right here in the deep blue. You want to put this guy right here in a purple. And I just like to personally quarterback contain. You don't have to, depending on the quarterback, but a lot of people just like to roll out, whether that be Dan Marino. It can be a fast escape artist quarterback. I just feel like if you're able to roll out, it just helps for you to get beat over the top. And even when I play, I notice that as well, that if I get a little bit of time just to roll out, I will be able to score a touchdown. But this is how you want to set it up, and you just basically want to just use your assignment. So basically you just want to take the middle away, and as you can see, they hit the running back. Now if you are having these problems where your opponent is just throwing to the running back the whole time, you can make these adjustments as well. You can just man him up and go like this as well. Another setup, but I like having him in a purple. But that's what I'm saying with adjustments. That's how you do it. You just make those little tweaks to your defense, and then you just use your assignment. So we're going to see once the computer hikes the ball. As you can see, we had him manned up. He did get beat, but as you can see, he didn't get much yardage. So again, I like base aligning, you guys. Base align. You don't have to press anything. Put this guy in a purple. I like putting the person, and well, you can put either one in the deep blue, but I like to kind of look at the position. Like there's 3 receivers on that side, so I'll put him on deep blue. Then you just want to user this guy right here. Simple setups, but I would say this is one of the top pass coverages. You can stop a pretty good amount of things with this with this coverage. It's pretty solid. So we're gonna let the computer hike the ball, see what we can do, watch everything that comes across the middle. So as you guys can see, it's pretty solid, but you just have to, like everything I'm showing you guys, you have to incorporate it. You gotta mesh it all together. You gotta use it all together. Basically, just kind of mix it up. I will say this, because I'm telling you guys, defense is not easy on this game. I would say mix everything up that I'm showing you. Just mix it up really good. Refine it. Just get good with your zone depths, getting good with setting those up, and you'll be fine with this defense that I'm showing you. Now we got some more things as well I'm going to show you. So we actually got the cover 3 cloud. I'm going to be showing you guys that as well. So we're going to go to deep pass. So we're just going to base align. And what you want to do, you want to put this guy in the purple just like this. You can quarterback contain. You can man one of the linebackers up if you would like, but I kind of just like leaving it stop personally. You could even blitz him just like this. You can make a Mabel concept and set it up just like this. And then just quarterback contain. And now you got Mabel concept. And now all you have to do is just user the middle of the field. So we're just going to let the computer hide the ball really quick. And we're going to try to kind of just use it the middle of the field. And we do a pretty darn good job at it. As you can see, everything is pretty locked up. And it's a pretty good, nice Mabel concept that you can set up. Now, also, you could just send 4 if you want to. And try your chances with 4. Or you can just simply just put him in the purple and just rock it like this. But the Mabel concept does work pretty good in my opinion. But you can definitely rock it like this. But you kind of just gotta see what your opponent is doing, like I was saying. But the Mabel concept is kind of sweet because you're locking everything like down when it comes to corner routes and stuff. When you're doing this setup just like this. Let me reset the play. So base align, put him in curl flat. You want to blitz your middle linebacker right here. Put him in a flat route. And then all you want to do is just quarterback contain. You can slide your D-line to the left if you would like. Then you just want to use the middle of the field. So as you can see, everything is pretty locked up. Maybe could have hit that seam route, maybe the computer. But overall, everything is pretty locked up. So we're going to hop into the next coverage really quick. Now, that may be it for the 2-4-5 odd, but let me double check just to make sure for you guys, to make sure I'm not missing anything. Now, also, you do have this blitz as well, the 3-buzz theme press. I like running this on, like, 3rd and long situations, 4th and long situations when your opponent needs, like, 20 yards or something like that, something crazy like that. So what I like to do, I like the base align. I like to blitz all linebackers just like this. You can actually bring him down like this if you would like. I like crashing everybody in just to make sure that they're coming in as fast as possible. And what I like to do, I like to play the sticks and I like to pass commit. And what you want to do, you just want to use this right here. If you mess up, now this is a risky play right here, but it will get you a sack. You just want to watch for everything deep. That is your responsibility. If they do a crossing route or something, do not follow it. Just follow a streak. That's all you need to be worried for, because the heat is coming. You're sending 3, 6, you're sending 7 people, so somebody is going to get in. You only got 4 people in coverage. So as you can see, it was coming. 4th and 20, you wouldn't have to really worry about that, even though he may be picked up about 20 yards. But if you're playing your opponent is not going to be trying to hit no short route like that. So what you want to do, you just want to play the sticks. And then you just want to do like that and use it with your safety that's in that yellow zone. And then kind of just watch for everything that's deep. As you can see, nothing really over 20 yards, about 15 yards. But that's one of those 3rd and long, 4th and long type plays. So now we about to get into another coverage. I think I'm done with the 2-4-5 odd for you guys. Then we also have the pinch O as well. It's a pretty decent coverage, but I kind of get a little bit scared about running man coverage blitzes because there's so many route technician guys out there, especially if you play Ultimate Team. But you can rock this. Say you're mixing all of this in. See, this is what I'm saying, you guys. So you y'all excuse me, but basically you want to mix all of this stuff in. So you want to mix in the cover 4, the cover 3, the Mabels, all of that stuff I showed you. Now if y'all notice, everything looks the same. Everything looks the same out of the 2-4-5 odd. So your opponent expects you to play a whole bunch of coverage. Then you send this at his head. He is not going to expect it. Now your goal is to watch the running back. Then also try to use in the middle. As you can see, we get some pretty decent heat coming in. So what you want to do? Well, basically, all right. Let's just reset it. So basically, if you're playing man defense just like this, I suggest that you don't move the safety at all, because the purpose of the 2-4-5 for me personally is that everything looks the same. So you want to leave it just like this. And then when he hikes the ball, you just want to kind of watch the middle. That's all you want to do. As you can see, pretty decent coverage there as well. So that is it for the 2-4-5 odd. And then we about to get into the nickel normal as well, because I hit everything in this 2-4-5 odd for you guys. So now for the nickel normal, I'm going to be showing you guys how to play some decent coverage as well as stop the run. So I don't really use too many coverages in the nickel normal. I use the same setups like how the cover 3 cloud. I'll show y'all the Mabel concept out of that as well. We'll go into that. So what I like to do, I like to base align. What I do, I put him in a flat. I actually blitz him just like that, so I'm sending at least 3. I like sending 3 because I just need some type of pressure. And then you set it up just like this, the same way, just a different way in doing it. So as you can see, we're just going to watch the middle of the field like always. We're going to watch. As you can see, we picked the ball off. So pretty solid coverage with that Mabel concept. So now I'm going to be showing y'all the cover 2. Basically, all of this stuff is kind of similar with the way I run my defense. Just different coverages. So now we're going to take a look at cover 2 drop. Cover 2 drop is good for if you're playing like escape artist quarterbacks like Mike Vick. So what you want to do, you want to baseline, put him in the deep blue. What I like to do, I kind of like using this guy, so I kind of put my fastest guy right here, and I let everybody else just do their thing. Now Oliver is a slow DT, so I wouldn't recommend having him, but I like having kind of faster guys. Like as you can see, I could not even keep up with Durham Smythe at all. But that is basically it for that. For that adjustment for that, it's pretty simple, nothing too crazy. Just a kind of simple cover 2 setup, and you just use her with this guy. I recommend you have a fast DN or somebody with some decent speed to use it right there. Now we finna hop into another coverage for you guys really quick. So we're gonna be going back to the nickel normal, and we are actually gonna be going to cover 2, nickel blitz 2. It's a pretty decent blitz. We're gonna run it against just a deep pass again. So what you want to do, you want baseline, and with this play, I recommend you press. I like to hover in this gap personally, and you want to hope for the heat to come in. If you feel like you run the risk of getting beat deep, you can run it just like this. And depending on the setup and how your opponent comes out, like how we have 3 receivers on this side, you can go ahead and man this receiver up and kind of do some things like that, just to kind of throw your opponent off. And then all you want to do is just kind of hover right here and try to get a little bit more pressure than usual. As you can see, we got a little bit of heat, but it's just kind of trying to mix all of that in and throwing your opponent off and getting some of that pressure. Also, you could even run it like this. You can blitz all linebackers and have yourself kind of on a spy just like this, just to kind of bring some more heat. Now this is really risky, but you really can make this work. You just have to run back pretty quickly and kind of take that first read away. As you can see, it's kind of Jaceki, then it's him. So this is a good blitz, but it's a risky blitz. Basically all blitzes are risky. So we're gonna hop into another thing. Now this, I'm actually going to be showing you guys how to stop the run. So because the nickel 2-4-5, you do not want to use that to stop the run. That's for passing offenses only, and a lot of people are pass happy, to be honest. Then you have the run happy people. So the play that you want to run is actually going to be the cover 1 hole. Now I'm going to go ahead and click on that play, and I'm just going to go to random, if I can find a random run for you guys. I don't want to run random let's go with, we'll go with inside handoff. So what you want to do, all you want to do, you want to pinch. Oh my geez, they quick height the heck out of me. Well, I didn't get to set that up at all because I was talking, but they quick height the heck out of me. So what we're gonna do, you want to pinch your D-line, you want to pinch your linebackers. What you want to do, you kind of want to just use this safety right here if you think they are gonna run. Now you can just rock on the D-line, but I kind of like rocking with the safety just to be safe, just in case they do slip out. But this usually shuts down the run pretty decently. As you can see, when we set it up, it actually stops the run pretty good. So you pinch your D-line, You pinch your linebackers, and then you kind of just watch with the safety just in case they break out of any tackles or anything like that. So as you can see, it's locking it up. Y'all excuse my voice, man. Y'all excuse my voice. Trying to clear it up. But pinch your D-line, pinch your linebackers, and then all you want to do is just user your safety. Simple as enough. As you can see, we're shutting it down. Now, let's say, alright, so let's say they're mixing the run and the pass together. So we're going to go back to cover one hole, right? And then we are actually going to go, do they have any play action passes? Yeah, we'll go to boot. We'll go to boot just because we don't know we don't know if they're running or passing. So what we want to do, we are going to pitch the D-line and pinch the linebackers again. Now what I like to do personally, I actually like doing this personally. I like putting him in a curl flat. I like putting my defensive end in a curl flat. And what I like to do personally, I like to shift my D-line this way and drop myself right here in this box, just in case they run to the side that is a little bit weaker. And this will lock the passing game up. If they're trying to mix two things up and trying to do it kind of efficiently. As you can see, I didn't get to use it because I'm trying to get me something to drink just to clear up my voice a little bit for you guys. But I'll let them run these few plays. Hopefully that helped a little bit with clearing my voice. But basically, when they come out with things like this, you want to pinch, go just like this. You want to make a purple curl flat there, curl flat there. You can shift them if you would like them. Shift it a little bit further to get kind of out there quicker. You can leave them pinched if you would like. Now, if you shift them just like this, you want to make sure that you're right here. Just because it's making it a little bit weaker. There's technically one man out of the play kind of when you set it up like this. But we're just going to watch the magic work. Saying we don't know if they're running or passing. This is all you want to do. He was able to just run out the pocket for a ton of yards. But as y'all can see, it locks up the field pretty good, and it still shuts down the run, which is nice. So that's basically it for the nickel normal. Now for the nickel normal, I think that was basically it for that. Now we also have the double A gap, which is a pretty fire formation as well. You have the nickel dog 2, which I like to run. We're just gonna go to a random deep pass. Now what you want to do, you want to baseline and then press. What you can do and just send everybody. Now, like I was saying, anytime you blitz, it is a risk. Now, what you want to do, if you have enough time, I would suggest kind of bringing him in just a little bit, just to try to get there really quick. This is this is where you want to have your zone drops drop pretty deep. I would say around 20 to 25. And what you want to do with your middle linebacker is just shoot back instantly so you don't get beat deep. Just like this. And kind of just look for the deepest guy and just shoot back. Because the heat is going to come on this play every time. I use it pretty consistently. So you want to do baseline press. Try to move this guy in. You want to blitz all linebackers and just kind of just run back really quick. Just like this. So let the setups happen. Just run back really fast. If they hit the quick read, they hit the quick read. But it's all about getting that pressure. Now you can run it stock as well if you would like. Press, same adjustments. You can put a deep purple here and just use it with this guy if you want to send a little bit less pressure. But I kind of feel like this gets beat kind of a lot if you're not sending pressure. But it's not terrible either. As you can see, we got some pretty decent heat there as well. Now we're finna hop into the next coverage for you guys. Now the next coverage I'm actually going to be showing you guys is actually going to be cover 3 sky. Now what I like to do with cover 3 sky, it's the same concept. I love doing Babel concepts because it just helps a lot. So what you want to do, you want to blitz this guy right here, put him in the curl flat, put him in the flat. So you want to put both of your D ends in flats. Quarterback contain. You can spread your D line a little bit if you would like. And what you want to do is just hover right here as long as possible and kind of just watch the middle. Now if you're scared about cover 3 being getting beat deep, you can also run deep halves to kind of get rid of that. Now how you do that, you press Y on the controller, you double tap Y, you hit the icon, and then you hit right on the right analog stick, and then it will make a deep half for you. So this is basically the setups, and basically you just want to use it in the middle, and that's what any other cover 3s that I showed you. You just want to run deep halves if you feel like your opponent is beating you deep with cover 3 beaters. So as you can see, we just take the middle away. We're gonna come back. As you can see, it does a pretty good job of covering. So now we finna hop into another defense to show you guys. Now we also have mid blitz as well, and we also have rush 3 buzz, which is a pretty decent one as well. So we'll hop into that. Now with this one, every now and then you can actually make this come in where somebody is untouched. So what you want to do, you want to kind of just try to hover or engage in this left tackle for a second. So engage with them just for a split second, and it makes the pressure come a little bit faster. What I noticed with that, and I think they just about to take it for 6 on us, but with that I noticed that they come in pretty decently fast. So what you want to do, you kind of want to engage in that right tackle just for a split second. I can't really show you guys how to hold. You can kind of stay in the same spot by holding your L2 trigger, and it kind of affects the play. But as you can see, the pressure is coming pretty decently, and we still got okay coverage down the field. They did dot us there, but it's a pretty decent overall play. And if you would like, overall, you can kind of just send everybody, to be honest. Like you could go like this, and if you feel like you can kind of cover the middle of the field, you can man him up just like this, and kind of route with it like this, and kind of hover. It's just different things you can kind of do with double A gap. You can kind of do something like this, and then kind of just watch the nearest guy. As you can see, the flats are open, but this is kind of one of those situational type plays when you want to send some pressure. So now we finna hop into another play. Now the play that I want to show you as well, mid blitz, is a pretty solid play, just against just standard coverages as well. Like you can run it stock. I like pressing with mid blitz if I'm gonna do it, and then playing over the top. But you do have to be careful with mid blitz. But if you hover right here, it does help. A lot of people know about mid blitz though, so I'm not gonna go too in depth. But there's gonna be something that we do with mid blitz. So we almost got picked there. So we're gonna take this. We're gonna actually take this to the red zone. We're not actually gonna use mid blitz in the red zone, but I thought I was gonna use it in the red zone. But we are actually gonna go into the nickel normal. I'm gonna be showing y'all a nickel defense as well. Cover 2 is a good defense to use in the red zone, but I like playing man coverage just to be safe. Now people can do combat routes then low pointed. I actually do that a ton, but cover 2 is one of the overall best coverages to stop spacings, just for you guys to know that. Now as well as that, we are gonna go back to cover 1 hole. We are just gonna run let's just go with a quick pass. So what we're gonna do the same exact adjustments. Pinch everybody. What you want to do, you want to put your boy right here in the curl. You want to put him in the curl, and what you want to do, you want to play underneath, and what you want to do is put him in a spy. You can slide and put them in quarterback contains, but it's kind of at your own risk. I kind of like leaving it pinched like that, just so I know that if they run, I'll still have a really good chance of stopping the play. But if you feel like they're gonna pass, feel free to set it up like this. And this overall should kind of shut everything down in the red zone pretty decently. Then you can send that spy if somebody tries to run. And that is the red zone defense that I'm going to be showing you guys as well. So that's a pretty solid play for you guys to use in the red zone. So that's basically it for the video. Yeah, that's it for the video, you guys. Nothing too crazy. I don't really run dime normal, so we're not going to get into that. So if I helped you guys out, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. It's your boy Alert, and I love you guys. I appreciate you guys tuning in, and I will see y'all on the next video. Peace.